your tarot reading for the month of November, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Cancer placements, but if for some reason if this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And also, before we get into this reading, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started with your readings. So I know it took a little bit longer to get readings out this time around. I just needed a little bit of a recharge, and I felt like the readings that I did for you guys previously were pretty profound. So I felt like, a little bit of a break wouldn't be such a bad idea. But nevertheless, let's get started here. I'm going to be doing the usual tarot spread that I used for you guys, and that's what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the Cancer Collective. First card out is the Three of Pentacles. Nice. So you're working on something. Trying to start a new idea, project of some kind. Strength. Leo energy coming in. We have the Three of Swords as the crowning. The Five of Swords as the rooting energy. Recent past is the Ten of Wands. And what you need to know is two cards. We got Five of Wands and the High Priest. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is a common card for the Cancer Collective with the Six of Cups. So I feel like you're trying to move forward. You're trying to leave the past behind, no matter how hard it's been. I do see with this Three of Pentacles that's at your center, you're at least trying to be proactive. Like I feel like you're not trying to sort of have a pity party. Maybe in the past you did feel sorry for yourself a little bit, and this time around I feel like you're trying to be proactive with these emotions that you're feeling of sadness, despair, exhaustion. Okay, but we do have the Six of Cups here, so I do feel like this is about another person. It could be anyone, does not have to be romantic, just someone that really, really is important to you. It could be a sibling, a really close friend. But I do feel like this person of the past, yeah, we have the Tower. It's pretty much over. It's a done deal with this person. Even if you guys are family, I just feel like the relationship will never be the same with that Tower moment that happened. That's right underneath this card. Okay, something happened. The energy shifted. I think this person broke your heart, or you could have broken their heart. You tried to make this work, though, for a long time. With the Ten of Wands, you really carried this relationship on your shoulders, trying to do things for this person, trying to make things right for them, and nothing was ever good enough, it feels. So you are finally putting your foot down, is what I'm sensing here, as much as it hurts, because I feel like with the Six of Cups, this person could have been your soft spot because you've known them for such a long time. So let me just clarify that. The Three of Wands, we have 333 on the table, so 3 is a significant number for you guys during this time. If you've been seeing the 3, there's definitely a reason for that. Bottom of the deck is Father Sky. Yeah, I feel with this Three of Wands, you've been waiting for things to get better with this person, and they just haven't. Like, you've shot your shot, He's shooting the arrow very confidently upward. Like, you've shot your shot with this person. You've done what you could. You've extended yourself. Even here, the way he's holding the cup and she's reaching out for it, I feel like you're the one always kind of offering yourself to this person, always making the first move, always making the first gesture, and now you're done with that. Okay, and with the Father Sky here, I do sense that your masculinity is taking place now, because usually the feminine energy within us is what feels that compassion for people, that unconditional love, and sometimes the wounded feminine gets taken advantage of because of that, right? So with this Father Sky energy, this very much gives me like Saturn, vibes. Okay, Saturn is very constructive, criticism, disciplined. You guys know what, like Capricorn, Aquarius, Saturn type of energy. So I feel here with this Father Sky, you're finally putting your foot down, you're setting those boundaries with this person. As much as it hurts, you're doing the wise thing. You're doing what's best for you. Okay, because we have Eight of Swords over here. So yeah, this has been something that's been weighing heavy on your mind for a while. This has made you feel really confused, and it hasn't brought any good to you. It hasn't brought any good into your life. And you're realizing that now, because I think you're reevaluating your relationships during this period and coming to terms that if it's not suiting you, if it's not making you feel good, then it's probably a waste of time, right? Like it's just not meant for you. And I don't want to say waste of time in that way, but you know what I mean. Like you're just realizing that you are involving yourself in energies that you simply don't have to. It's like you're putting salt in the wound over and over again because you're going back to this person who keeps hurting you. But I do feel like you've put a barrier with that. You've set a boundary. Okay. So with that, your center is the Three of Pentacles. So you're working on it. You're standing firm. Okay, I get a very like studious energy from this person here, very determined energy about what you're going to do, especially with the Strength card at your center, at your crossing energy. The Strength card is about trying to be strong, right, in the face of challenging times, also not allowing your emotions to get the best of you. I feel like you're really trying to be more level-headed instead of letting your emotions sort of lead you to be an emotional wreck. With the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're keeping it together. You're holding it down. You're being constructive with this emotion instead of feeling like a hot mess where maybe you have been feeling in the past. Because of this person, I feel with the Three of Pentacles, you are keeping it together. You're the wheels are turning, things are happening for you still. You're not falling a victim anymore. You're being productive. I feel like you're really studying on how to better yourself, like self-help books or just watching motivational things on YouTube, or just really diving into subjects that are going to lift your spirits and elevate your mind. Okay, yeah, exactly. We have Judgment and the Empress. So Judgment, I mean, if you look at him, he is in a very meditative state, very much going within, listening to his higher self, and there's an animal spirit guide here. So I do feel like you're going into the spiritual energy that is meant for you, right? And it's led up to this moment. This connection could have been your trigger, your catalyst to get to this place of self-discovery. Okay, and then with the Empress as well, this is that feminine energy, but this time it's balanced. This time the energy that you've been given to other people, you're now learning to give it to yourself, right? You're tending to your inner child. Maybe you've been, attending to other people's inner children instead of your own. So a very, very determined energy here, very studious, very strong work ethic is what I'm sensing here. And work ethic in the sense of working on yourself is what I'm saying. Okay, maybe you started journaling too. You're writing down how you feel, maybe giving thanks every morning, like writing a gratitude letter, something of that nature. But I do feel like you're putting your thoughts onto paper instead of just letting them run wild in your head. I do feel like you're being more concrete with your emotions. Okay, but you've definitely been going within, definitely doing the work, and another spirit guide is here. So an ox or a bull, however you call it, could be a spirit guide, and a bear. Okay, and I do feel like you have this very strong, tenacious energy with this bear. I feel like your guides, your ancestors are very strong, and like people should not mess with you because you have like a really strong army working beside you. Okay, so I'm trying to see if there's anything else coming up. I think that's it. Let's keep moving. So at your center, your crossing energy is the Strength card. So this is what I'm saying. You're trying to be strong and you're doing a really good job. Okay, give yourself a pat on the back because you're doing a really good job. And I totally get it with Cancers. You guys are known to be the most sensitive sign. I'm not trying to stereotype you or anything, just being um, like realistic here. And I'm a Cancer rising myself, but it is hard to keep our emotions sort of balanced. You know, we can easily fall into being emotional wrecks if we don't have as much earth in our chart. If we don't, I definitely lack earth in my chart, so you know it's harder for cancers, I feel, to really be emotionally strong. And I feel like you are doing it. You're definitely making the effort. It's definitely showing. I feel like I'm not really seeing so much sadness. I mean, I know the Three of Swords is here, but it's at your crowning energy. I feel like you know that you feel sad and hurt and betrayed, but you're being proactive with those emotions. You're not falling victim to it like you did in the past. You're being strong about it. You're telling yourself, no, 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 we can get through this. And of course, you're allowing yourself to cry and be emotional, be vulnerable if that's what feels right, right? That's not what being strong means. Crying is definitely a sign of strength, but you guys know what I mean. Like, showing strength in your emotions just means that you're not falling victim to it. That's what I feel like. You're not placing the blame on a person or pointing fingers. You're just accepting things for what they are and just doing what you can do, and being productive with what you can control, and not so much, you know, like hating the other person, whoever made you feel like this. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're in a different energy. You're in a don't F with me energy this time around. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords over here. You started to figure out and realize that people were just taking advantage of your soft nature. And, you know, cancers are crabs, though. So when they get snappy, they get snappy. And that's what I'm sensing here with the Knight of Swords. You you could have said some truth to this person that you're trying to perhaps get away from or end things with, and maybe they didn't take it well, or this is you still sort of um like you're preparing yourself to have this truth with this person, and you're trying to be really really strong because it's going to hurt this person's feelings. I can already sense that, because the Knight of Swords is like a blunt truth. Not everyone likes the truth, and the truth hurts. But I feel like you're preparing yourself to release yourself of a burden of some truth that you're holding on to, and telling this person exactly how you feel and what needs to be said, not carrying that. It's going to hurt their feelings. Because with the Seven of Swords over here, I feel like you've been sparing this person's feelings by not sharing everything that you should have shared about them. Okay. Um, I don't know. Maybe you're dealing with a narcissist, and maybe it's hard to tell them the truth, because then, you know, they put a wall up, they block you, they don't want to hear it. But I feel like there's something here that you want to get off your chest, and you should work diligently to get it off your chest. Otherwise, you're just gonna hold on to it, and you're just gonna feel that burden, which is over here too. But the only person you'd be hurting if you don't release this truth is yourself. So this is just one of those things where you're gonna have to put yourself first and not care about how it's gonna make someone else feel, because it's you that matters in this situation, right? It's your life. It's you. And that's just an issue with empaths sometimes, that we tend to spare our feelings, and it's at the expense of our feelings to spare someone else's feelings, right? So I do feel with this Knight of Swords, there's something you're trying to say to someone, and it's going to require a lot of strength and courage from your part. But with this Three of Pentacles and Judgment, like, you're good. You know exactly what you have to do, and you're working on it. Okay, so crowning this is the Three of Swords. So this is the ultimate situation that's happening here. Something happened, someone hurt you, someone broke your heart, and you're just trying to move on. You're just trying to move forward. Like I said, you've set a boundary. You're no longer allowing yourself to be emotionally toyed with, because this person has hurt you a lot. I feel like you gave this person 3 chances, and 3 strikes, you're out. Because we have a lot of 3s here. Mother Earth. Nice, you got Father Sky and Mother Earth, and those are the additional 2 cards in this tarot deck. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're ready for this change. Mother Earth, this is you again getting back to your strong femininity, okay? The balanced divine feminine here. Okay, this is you with the Empress. It's like the Empress energy, just more magnified, because this is you grounding yourself to get to a place that is necessary. And with the Eight of Wands, you've already made this change. You've already been working on it. It's already been happening behind the scenes, whether you see it or not. This could also just be your team, your spirit guides, working on you behind the scenes to get you to a place where you can feel abundant and not afraid of speaking this truth that needs to be said, and also just healing you from this heartbreak, this heartache that you've been dealing with. But I do feel with Mother Earth popping up that it's definitely a time for you to spend time in nature, go out for walks, eat green, eat a lot of vegetables. It's very much giving like earth healer energy, you know, eating green, eating eco-friendly. So definitely try to practice that moving forward if that resonates for you. Yeah, but I feel like during this time you're letting go of a lot of things that just don't matter anymore. I think maybe you were caught up in the mundane aspects of life, like working diligently, like caring a lot about your job and putting your soul in the back burner. I feel like you're going through an awakening here, and the things that matter to you just don't matter to you anymore, and you're learning to live more simply and having more gratitude for the small things in life, the simpler things in life. So I'm definitely sensing like outdoorsy energy, just really loving the earth, feeling one with the earth. Like it's feeling like a hippie energy, like hugging trees and stuff like that, like tree hugger. Okay, so reading this is the Five of Swords. So I like that this is here as the rooted energy. So this tells me that, like I said, you've gotten snappy with people. If people have been pushing your buttons, making you do things that you don't want to do, or, guilt tripping you, you have set a boundary. You're saying enough is enough, and you're fighting back. You're defending yourself. You're not letting people get away with it anymore, and you don't care. Like the Five of Swords is like you don't care. You're saying the truth, and you don't care if it hurts someone. And strong Aquarius energy with that. But this is good. This is a good thing that is popping up as your rooting energy, because this is supporting you at this time. So yeah, let people hear it. Who cares? If you've been holding back a lot because you didn't want to hurt people's feelings, you are now letting it all out, or you're about to let it all out. Okay, is that a fire? Yeah, I think this is the fire. But your third eye could be opening more. It's like on fire right now. And the third eye is tied to intuition. So I feel like something in you just clicked. It all started to make sense. And you're like, really? I've been letting these people get away with this for this long? I've been letting them treat me this way for this long? So something clicked in you, and now you're out for vengeance, and not in an egotistical way, but more in a I'm standing up for myself type of way. And you're gonna need this type of energy too to set those boundaries, especially if you're dealing with narcissists or people who are just not used to that type of behavior from you, and they're gonna try to really push you over. You're gonna need this type of energy to not be pushed over. Three of Pentacles. Wow, you have this again. Yeah, you've been working on yourself. That's why it's coming up again. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. See, you made a decision to work on yourself. This is you shooting an arrow in a direction that you want to go in. You've been going back and forth a lot. You've known what you needed to do for a long time, but now you're absolutely certain of it because you've been working on yourself. You could have friends or family that you're close to that's been a support system for you during this time, and they have your back. And I think that's also why you feel confident in standing up for yourself, because maybe they've been telling you for a while that you should tell this person how you feel, and maybe you denied the truth or just weren't ready for it. But I feel like you have a group of friends, or like two friends here, or siblings, whatever the case, that have been supporting you and telling you to do this, because you notice she's in the front and both of them are behind her. So I feel like this is them cheering you on, telling you like, go do it. You're gonna do great, and you're feeling liberated. You're feeling free. And there's more little animal spirit guides. So each of you could have like a dog or a cat, and like they all hang out. Okay, recent past is the Ten of Wands. So, yeah, this is the emotional burden that you're carrying on your shoulders for quite some time that did not belong to you. Okay, I feel like you've definitely been guilt tripped, been made to feel that you have to carry everyone's problems on your back, that you're the healer, the mediator, and you have to be the savior of everyone. I feel like you've definitely taken that role. It probably started from childhood and you just got used to it, that you accepted it, but now you're realizing that you don't have to carry this burden on your shoulders. This is not yours to carry. Six of Wands, yep. Every time the Six of Wands come out, and it's been coming out a lot in these readings so far, I feel like you've come to the realization that you have been dealing with a lot. You've been taking a lot of blows, okay? Because if you notice, there's all these arrows shot right through the staff looking thing, and I feel like each of these are like blows that people have made at you to hurt you and bring down your spirits. It could be family. They probably don't even know what they're doing when they do it, you know. It's like that sometimes. And then bottom of the deck is the Magician. So this is you finding your power again and knowing that you don't have to carry those problems on your back and that you can stand up for yourself. Okay, we have a turtle here, so that's all about wisdom. And then we have a wolf, so another spirit guide that could be resonating for you, or you can live somewhere where it's very cold, very snowy, or you just have like a really strong connection to wolves. Yeah, but with the Six of Wands, you are coming to terms with this. You're now, it's all being brought to your attention and it's making sense to you now. And you're realizing that you've been carrying this on your shoulders when you shouldn't have. Okay, so what you need to know is the High Priest with the Five of Wands. So this is where things are going to get interesting for you, and this is where you're going to have to really be firm with your belief system and everything that you've been learning up until this point, because things are going to get a little messy before they get better. But with the High Priest, this is you, okay? And this is just the people in your life that are causing drama in your life. You're above this drama. You do not have to participate in this drama. You can let them have at it, that you can let them, you know, fight and do whatever they got to do, but you're above it. You don't have to partake in this. You don't have to say much. Just your presence alone will say everything that needs to be said. You do not have to waste your breath. You don't have to even lift a finger if you don't want to. Okay, just continue doing the work that you're doing, meditating, and that's really all you have to do. But of course, if there is something you have to get off your chest, get that off your chest. But I feel like this is how you're going to feel once you get this off your chest, because you're going to know that you're grounded and stable within yourself and that what you feel is true, right? Like there's no ego in this. It's simply just knowing that you did the right thing. But people are not going to be happy with it. People are going to try to um, bring you down to their level. They're going to poke your buttons. They're going to do things to really mess with you. And you're really, really going to have to be stubborn and not let them get to you. You're going to have to be like a mountain, immovable. Okay, don't let people get a reaction out of you, because I feel like they're going to really try to get a reaction out of you, because maybe they have in the past, but you're going to show them that you're stronger than that now. Five of Wands coming out again. Yeah, they're going to try really hard to make a fool out of you, make a mess. It's going to get really dramatic. But then we have the Hangman. So yeah, you're going to have to rise above it all. The Knight of Wands. Wow. Yeah, say what you got to say and then get out of there with this Knight of Wands. There may be a specific person too, though, that is coming up here as a Knight of Wands, and this person's a hot mess. They could be the one who hurt you over here. Yeah, they could have been in and out of your life, and they probably got used to that treatment from you that you allowed them to come in and out of their life. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person has a lot of love for you. Ace of Wands, there's a lot of passion here, if it's romantic. But this isn't what love should be, right? It shouldn't be a hot mess. It shouldn't be dramatic. So that's where you're going to have to stay really firm with your beliefs, because I feel like this Knight of Wands is like your kryptonite. They're very tempting. You love them, or you've loved them at some point, and that's how they reel you back in, because you have a soft spot for them, right? So you're going to have to be really, really tapped into this high priest energy, where you know that if they start pulling these tricks, you're going to see right through it, and you're going to call BS on it and just move forward. And tell them that truth, though. There is something that you need to get off your chest that might be what sends them into a frenzy, or you telling them the truth will stop the frenzy. Okay? So, however that resonates for you. All right, Cancer. So, that's the tarot. Let's go ahead and get your Sufi Wisdom Oracle. And I will be reading from the guidebook to give you guys the message. Ooh, we have Concealed Power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. And then bottom of the deck is Fine Wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. So I'll start with Concealed Power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. Creativity in the surrendered soul flows through us in the fullness of love and finds its expression in the awe and wonder of revelation before our eyes. Most of the challenges we undergo have the potential to introduce us to our innovative capabilities. When something out of the norm happens, creative people go inward and explore their resources to turn things around and put them to imaginative use. As we claim our creative power and embrace a new experience, we are open to the future that awaits us beyond the known, beyond certainty, beyond what has already been dreamed before. This oracle brings you a message of divine guidance. You have been created with a power beyond that which you can imagine. You possess a creative potential so vast and wondrous it cannot be measured by any known standards. Know you are something more than you have been taught to believe, and that there is a higher energy available to you. It is time for you to realize the inherent power which lies dormant in you. In your own unique way, you are as creative as anyone else. Take a chance and express your ideas and inspiration for making changes and achieving your desires. If you feel something within you is stopping you from achieving your joyful dreams, it is time for you to let go of that feeling and accept the current energies that are flowing through you in the fullness of love. Now is the time to respond creatively to the awe and wonder you feel and see around you. The mantra is, I have been created to create. From now on, every day, I will find something creative to do with my life. Beautiful. So I hope that resonates. Yeah, the part that stood out to me here is that, where did it go? Yeah, know you are something more than you have been taught to believe, and that there is a higher energy available to you. Okay, and I feel like that could have happened. Like I did mention that this burden could have been stemmed from childhood, where people made you believe that you had to be a certain way. Okay, bottom of the deck is Fine Wine. Longing is a portal to wholeness. Oh, heart, learn from the unopened bud. Stop complaining about enclosure. Don't you know the morning breeze unties all that is closed? The cure for the hardened heart is the temptation of love. Raise your head. The remedy is here, and so is the one that heals. Something is capturing your heart and pulling you close. Is it the presence of the beloved or the feeling of missing love? Sufi sages have written for ages about the transformative potential of longing. They consider longing for love as a medicine for every heart. The pain of the heart is the thread that leads you to heal the sickness of your soul. Hafiz is calling you to follow him into a new way of being in this world. He invites you to say yes to the incredible unfolding and feeling of blossoming. Remember, dear one, that the longing for love is an absolutely necessary part of life. The fire of love increases in the state of longing, while the excitement decreases when we relentlessly remain in the arms of the beloved. Like everything that is created, love has a dual nature, positive and negative, masculine and feminine. The masculine side of love is I love you. Love's feminine quality is I am waiting for you, I am longing for you. It is the feminine side of love, the longing for the lover, the cup waiting to be filled, that leads the lover to the beloved. Sufi wisdom is inviting you not to feel badly. Your longing will soon enrich your life by giving you goals to achieve. You are experiencing a primal pain, the pain of separation. Embrace the suffering and allow it to lead you deeply within yourself. Be assured that it will take you deeper and away from the prison of your limited self to the freedom and wholeness of your divine nature. Propel me into the divine sweetness of the love of the beloved. Pour the divine wine into me. Fill me and then drink from my lips. Let me glimpse a sweet, wonderful moment of the paradise of love. That is beautiful because I feel like you are someone who wants to love and be loved, right? And maybe you just haven't found that in the right places, and it's caused this heartbreak, it's caused this heartache. And this oracle is saying that you don't have to let go of that feeling of wanting to love and be loved, because that's still very much a part of you. However, embrace the suffering and allow it to lead you deeply within yourself, right? So that's always the point of everything, is you have to love yourself first before you can love another. So I feel like that's what this is saying here. All right, so let's get your final message. This is the butterfly affirmation. So this is an affirmation that you can tell yourself at the beginning of the day, or just whenever you need a little pick-me-up throughout the day. I am doing so well on my life journey. I am proud of myself. This is beautiful. Yeah, you've made it such a long way. And this is what I said in the beginning too, to give yourself a pat on the back for where you are now, because you've made huge progress, Cancer. Bottom of the deck is, life doesn't have to be perfect in order for me to choose happiness. Today, I choose happiness. Exactly. It's that simple. All right, Cancer, so that is what I have for you during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in your next reading.